Hello, beautiful souls. This is Julie with Into Heartspace, looking at the energy of the first month of 2018, January. Welcome. I hope the holidays were a success and that you got through it with flying colors without too much fuss and muss. Saturn has entered into Capricorn, so we've had that energy kind of getting us going, feeling like we're kind of walking through the mud, but that's good. It's building endurance. It's building strength for what is to come. So know that if you do feel a little fatigued, if you feel like, I used to be able to move so much faster, it's okay. It's all right. We're trying to get our footing during this transit the last 2.5 years. So be patient with yourself, listen to your body, but of course Capricorn likes you to follow the rules and to put the work in. So follow the rules and put the work in. Figure out the rules so you can work around them later on, but right now you need to figure out the game. So as a collective, this energy that we're going to be carrying on for the rest of 2018 is that of work, of diligence, of what we need to do to be successful, that nothing is given to us, that everything is earned. So in January, really set your intention with what is it that you want to work on? What is it that you want to build? Not what do you want to be given to you? I'm going to pull from, I love my Knafo deck. So we're going to pull a card for the collective pull, and then I'll go into your individual readings. So, calling in the highest of light, the highest of energy to guide us. What is the collective energy, the one card that will pull us all together, that we will all feel in some regard in January of 2018? The Rebel. Don't you love that? Don't you love that the Rebel pulled out when we have Saturn in Capricorn, the Diligence, the Taskmaster, and we have the Rebel. So it's this almost conflict that we have going on, like I know the rules, but I want to break the rules. In order to change anything that we do in our life, you have to understand it. If you want something to shift, you have to understand why it needs to shift, what goes into that aspect so that you can change it. You can't just change something you don't understand. So, with the Rebel, you have to understand the institution, you have to understand the rules, the regulations in order to make it different. The Rebel is powerful in that you know the fringe and you know the center as well. So let's pull on the Knafo and see what she has to say about the Rebel as well. The Rebel represents an energy that comes from within and is unapologetically authentic. Oh my gosh. So this is great. Like there's a lot of energy of who are you truly? What is your honesty? What is your truth? What is it that you want to portray as you being truly you? No longer being covered, being masked by something else, trying to be what other people want you to be. What is your soul essence? What is your inner spark, your truth that doesn't matter what other people think? What is it? And how are you going to describe that and express it out to the outer world so that it makes sense to not only the people who are receiving it, but to yourself as well? Let's see, where was I? Don't be afraid to use the Rebel energy to create new situations. This takes getting into higher vibrations in consciousness. Be original. The information comes from within, not from your external environment. Take from your own ideas and thoughts. Build you, January. 2018 will be built on your truth and on your true foundation of who you are. So if you aren't sure who you are because you have been living this facade for so long, start to unpeel that onion, unpeel all those aspects of that you have created to appease your surrounding, to appease your family, your friends, your job. Start unpeeling that onion, unpeeling it, and seeing who is truly there in the center and the essence of your truth. And from there is where you need to start to build and blossom. But it takes a while to get there when we have created so many different states of armor to protect ourselves from being hurt, from being ridiculed, from being rejected. Like, that's our biggest fear, isn't it? To be rejected by those we love, by what we hold dear, what we respect. Now respect yourself enough to let go of those and just be in you. Once you do that, a huge weight will be lifted from your life, from your soul, from how you walk through your day. Because no longer are you carrying the weight of everyone's opinion of you, you're only carrying what is truly there. Alright, also remember to like, share, and subscribe these videos, please, definitely. Thank you so much for coming. I'm going to go on to the individual readings, and so this is for the Sun, Ascendant. Ascendant is the rising sign or the moon sign. Also, if you're in Colorado, I am doing the tea and tarots. I'm doing local ones as well as private ones. So if you are interested in having me come into your home, come into your work, and talk about different aspects of tarot and astrology, I'd love to do that. And I am willing to travel. So if you live not in Colorado, contact me and see if we can't work something out. I'd love to meet some of you or all of you, and any that want to travel to Colorado too. That would be wonderful. All right, so let's go on to our individual readings. Hello, Cancer. This is Julie with Into Heartspace, looking at the energy of January 2018. Happy New Year. If you would like a personal reading, find me on Facebook, email me, or go to my website. Also, you can find me on Instant Go, an app that connects me instantly to you for a reading. Awesome. All right, let's call in the highest of light, the highest of energy to guide us on this reading. Calling in the divine. What messages do you have for my Cancer for January 2018? Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising, Cancer Moon. What energies are guiding Cancer? Also, make sure to like, share, and subscribe this video. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. All right, so 9 of Swords energy. So there's some anxiety building, Cancer. There's something that is keeping you up at night. You feel kind of just like fret, like a fretful. The word keeps popping into my head. Okay. And yes, I'm sitting on the floor. I'm sick of sitting in a chair. So I always feel more grounded when I'm closer to the ground. So I'm going to try this out. And if this really bothers you, then let me know and I'll change it to be more professional. But kind of going grassroots this month. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, and the energy that's coming in from December into January is the Page of Swords. So this is a younger energy. They don't know any better. Like the Page of Swords, like this is kind of, creepy looking Page of Swords if you ask me. But it's young. They might say some things that are hurtful, but they don't know any better. They don't know that it hurts. And so this is the energy that's coming in from December. So it could have been like a family member during the holidays or a close friend that is just young, kind of juvenile, immature, that says something that hurts, but they don't mean it to. Then we have the Emperor reversed. We have the Ace of Wands reversed. And then we have the Sun. Interesting. 10 of Swords, Knight of Wands reversed, and then the 4 of Cups reversed. Okay. So I do love that we have the Sun, because there's so much hope, Cancer, even though you may not feel it. Like 10 of Swords is a loss, is feeling like, what do I do now? How do I solve this situation? And with the Emperor reverse, it has to do with your home. It has to do with the stability of home. Like something shifted there. Like you can't move. You can't do what you wanted to do. And so the Knight of Wands, also this energy in reverse, it's like getting the message that you didn't want to hear, about, usually, Wands energy is fire energy, Sagittarius, Leo, who am I missing? Aries. kind of energy. And so it's like bringing you this message of an ending. It's bringing you this message that something happened, and the Ace of Wands is in reverse is like, well, what do I do now? I don't know where to go. I don't know how to shift this. I don't know how to begin again because I don't know what that new beginning is going to look like. And the Four of Cups is like, you can't, like Four of Cups definitely has that energy of, going into looking at another situation, somebody else's situation, and being envious of it, of being like, why couldn't I have had that? But now it's like in reverse. So it's like you've already went through that and you realize that that's not your aspect and that's not your situation and you can't look into it. All right. So it's like here we have somebody sending you a message that you didn't want to hear and you don't know what to do. You don't know how to make something new happen. Like you feel stuck. You feel lost. You don't feel like you are the emperor of your kingdom. Like you feel like you've lost. But the sun is to remind you that you have to look up. You have to look up and have faith that it's going to come together and it's going to be all right. Even though right now you may feel at a loss, the sun is reminding you we're moving forward. And all of this, you have to have faith. You have to have faith in yourself and universe to carry on. All of these things that are happening, and it's probably one situation in particular that's really just bumming you out. It's like you didn't expect it to happen. You didn't expect it to end, and it did. And you weren't counting on that. You weren't ready for it to happen. Okay, so then we have the Eight of Swords reversed, and then the Fool. See, this is exactly what I was saying. Like the Eight of Swords reversed is like you're finally breaking free of this situation that wasn't good for you, that was chaining you, even though you may not feel that way right now. But this aspect that you were holding so dear to yourself was actually like your ball and chain, and it wasn't letting you lead to what you needed to. And so I'm so excited, Cancer, for you, because we have the Fool to end it all. The new beginning. Have faith, the unexpected happening. Take that step, take that leap. You are supported. You are cradled by universe, by spirit saying, go, Cancer. Go, rise to your highest of vibration. We want to see you live. We want to see you thrive, but you have to believe in us for us to believe in you. All right, so that is going to be the toughest thing in January, is to say, okay, I have faith. I can do this. I'm going to take that leap. It's going to be okay, because you're going to feel like, I can't leap. Ten of Swords, something horrible just happened. Like Four of Cups is like, I can't even think like of a good situation right now. And universes, have faith, Cancer. Have faith. The sun is shining for you. You're going to be just fine. Just fine. All right, so let's call on the Animal Tarot, just for an animal for you to really to guide you during January. Okay, so the Elephant. Strength, prosperity, fertility, wisdom. The elephant is rich in lore and legend, with the white elephant being the most sacred. Elephants are venerated in India and Southeast Asia, where they are a symbol of royalty and fertility. All right, so the Ganesha, the Hindu god of wisdom, prudence, and learning, is usually depicted having the body of a man and the head of an elephant. So elephants remember everything. They are super strong and full of wisdom and prosperity, but also, they said wisdom. They are so wise. They are so wise and so full of emotion and heart, and hold that so dear. So, like an elephant, stand strong, know your strength, but also know that your emotions are to be dealt with, to be cradled as well. You know, um, you are wise, you are fertile. Take each step knowing that, grounding yourself into the ground like an elephant. Boom, boom, boom. Keep your trunk high and walk on. All right, Cancer, if you want a personal reading, find me on Facebook, email me, or go to my website. Or you can find me on Instant Go. Also, make sure to like, share, and subscribe this video. I thank you ahead of time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And remember, listen to your heart, and the body will follow. Until next time, much love, joy, and blessings.